Today, guys, we're going to be checking out some CSGO skins that should be in the game, and maybe they'll come out in the next case. Who really knows, right? It all just comes down to what Valve decides. But anyways, let's get into it. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Turbo here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And just a reminder, I am streaming right now on twitch.tv/TurboMotionZ. We stream 5 days a week, so if you guys want to go follow me on there, even though I'm going to be uploading less content, I'm still going to be streaming almost daily. So you know, it's all good. After the video, come to the stream and also make sure to follow me to get notified. Also join the Discord server too. There's all my shameless plugs for the day. Anyways, guys, so today we're going to be checking out CSGO Workshop skins that should be put into the game. So let's just get right into it. And we're going to start off with the Glock 18 White Crow. And this is kind of a weird skin. I don't see them actually putting this in the game, but I just wanted to throw this in there just because I think it's kind of a cool design. It's not even a crow. It's like another type of bird, but it has this really weird design. There's literally just a big white bird in the middle, and then the rest is just kind of black and white. There's a bunch of lines, there's a circle. Like, I think from an aesthetic standpoint, this is a cool design, but I wish it was a little bit more colorful. But I guess that makes it more unique, right? Next up is the P250 Sample 2007. What? Next up is the Glock 18 Hedgehog, and this is pretty much the design for the skin right here. Here's a little screenshot of it. I don't know, like the color scheme is a little weird. It's basically a white and brown, I guess, Glock with a little hedgehog. It's like a Native American hedgehog just chilling. You know, he has his tomahawk, he has his headdress, he's just chilling here with his whiskers. I don't know, I feel like this white part kind of makes it look bad. I don't know, I feel like it would look better if it was like a slightly different color or if it had more of a design to it. But I guess it's kind of simple, so I'll give him that. By the way, also, if you get this skin in Battle Scarred, it has this really cool design where it actually gets scratched up. The white part gets scratched up, and you can actually see teepees, and then you can see some guys with bow and arrows hunting a like literally, I don't even know what the hell is that thing. Is that Frankenstein? Is that derpy Frankenstein? What is that? I think it's a cool skin, and I think the fact that it has a really cool Easter egg when it's battle scarred makes it even better. Next up is the M249 The Little Pony, and as you guys know, I am a brony. My Little Pony is my favorite show of all time, so of course this is my go-to skin. There's nothing cooler than hopping on, buying the M249 and an eco round, and just, what does this have to do with ponies? It's literally just like candy and rainbows and like pink, and I don't even know. This skin definitely has a very interesting design to it. I don't know why they went with the name they went with, but they should have called this the M249 Candyland or something. That would have been more accurate. Next up, we have the USPS Futurum V3 RGB2. And honestly, dude, this skin looks super dope. This is pretty much what the skin looks like. Honestly, this actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the Op Phobos a little bit, except in the form of a USPS. And then it's also a darkness-based skin too. So this is what the Battle Scarred looks like compared to the factory new one. It just gets a little bit darker. So you can see the difference between factory new, I guess, and Battle Scarred. Also, guys, this is pretty much the same skin. It's the same design, but instead of being RGB, it's basically blue. This is the blue equivalent to it. Which one do you like better? Do you like this one right here, or do you prefer this? Which one in your opinion looks better? I honestly kind of prefer the blue one just because it's more simple. And in my opinion, I think this shade of blue is really visually appealing. Like, I don't know if this skin would actually make it into the game, but wouldn't it be cool though? Next up, we have the AK-47 Purple Zone. I don't know why I threw this in here, but it's purple. You know why I put this on here? It's because I have a vendetta. Because, you know, remember that one purple themed inventory video I made? People got super triggered because I didn't have enough purple skins. If this skin was in the game, then that video might not have gotten so much hate. And people would have been like, okay, cool. That's a pretty cool purple AK. And honestly, I don't think this thing has the worst design in the world. I mean, and this is what it looks like when you hold it in game. Well, I guess kind of. Like, why does it have all these little stains on it? This looks like a gun that was used for some very, very dirty things. All right, next up we have just simply the MP9. I don't know what this is. I thought it had a pretty cool color scheme and I just wanted to throw this in there. It has, I guess it has a design. It has a little lizard boy right here and then some text. I don't know what that text says because it's kind of cut off. But I think a skin like this, just a neon pink and then a neon blue kind of MP9 would be a really good addition to the game. Even if they just got rid of this part and they just put this in the game, they could call it the MP9 Bubblegum. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Now we have a skin that actually looks like it was designed by a competent designer. And this genuinely might be the first skin that I talk about that might actually make it into the next case. So this is the AK-47 Phantom. And it actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the Elite build, just with a different kind of color scheme to it. Basically, it's like, I guess, bluish gray. There's a little bit of orange. There's some orange accents. There's some black to it. Like, there's a couple different colors. And I think the entire look of the skin looks really really futuristic, and I'm definitely a fan of that. This is what it looks like when you hold it normally. So it's not like the most flashy AK in the game. It's more of like a kind of tactical camo that looks more simplistic, but this is one of the skins that definitely does like this whole simple aesthetic justice. It definitely does a really good job of showcasing how cool a skin can look if it's not like all neon colors and pink and yellow and whatever. Anyways though, next up we have the P250 Blood Moon. The coolest part about this skin is it's basically a werewolf with a, I don't know what the hell that is. There's like a blood moon or something. I don't know. One of the coolest things about this skin isn't the design, but it's the fact that one of his teeth, one of his fangs is the trigger. Like that's actually super cool whenever people integrate the trigger into the whole design. All right, next up, this is more of a joke. This isn't like an actual suggestion. Like they would definitely never put this in the game. Basically, somebody put the Minecraft diamond texture on a default AK. I just wanted to show you guys. So this skin will not make it into the game. Next up, we have the Op Virus, and this is a cool design. All right, so it has kind of like a blue scope, which actually reminds me a little bit of the Op Sun and Leo a little bit. But then it has like this, it has this hyper beast kind of design to it with this giant ass like virus monster. And I think out of any skin that we've checked out so far, this is probably one of the ones that has the highest chance to actually make it into the game. Next up is the P250 Slippery Customer. And there's one thing that kind of stuck out to me on this skin, and it honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of the Desolate Space. Even though it really has nothing to do with the actual Desolate Space itself, it's more of like the color scheme to it. Neon purple and then neon blue kind of combination. It's basically supposed to be a P250 with a squid on it. Yeah, like here's a better screenshot of the actual skin itself. And I personally like the way it looks. I like the design and stuff. Like it has the cool gradient background, the cool like neon gradient background with like a little squid. And of course they found a way to incorporate the one of the tentacles or one of the squid tentacles or whatever into like the actual trigger. Yeah, so that's definitely a nice touch. But I swear, dude, if they put this in the game tomorrow, I would 100% pick one up because I love this skin. Like I think it's even better than the See You Later. Next up, we have this is more of a meme skin than anything, but I would love to see this in the game. The Glock Lobster. They literally made a Glock lobster. Oh, that's beautiful. Basically, it's a Glock with a lobster on it. That's the joke. When you actually use it, you can see the lobster's eyes just staring back at you like, yo, bro, I'm a Glock lobster. Next up, we have the SG553 Dynasty Dragon. And this skin might actually ring a bell, or it might actually remind you of a little something. And that's because this skin is already in the game. Well, not the SG553 version, but this skin is in the game in the form of the Deagle Kamicho Dragon. It's basically just a green SSG with like the Kamicho Dragon's dragon on it. Yeah. Next up is the Op Golden Koi. And this is a skin. Well, you guys might know that the M4A1S has a Golden Koi, but this is the Op version. And genuinely, this would be awesome. This would be an amazing addition to CSGO. Literally, it reminds me a little bit of the Dragon lore with the whole yellowish color scheme to it, but it's more gold and it has snakes. So of course, so this would be like the Op Snake in lore or something, or snake lore. Like people would literally nickname this the snake lore just because instead of a dragon, there's a snake, but it's really cool. Oh, sorry, not the Golden Koi, the Golden Coil. Ah, close enough, right? If they added this to CSGO tomorrow, I would pick it up for sure. Oh yeah, next up is the AK-47 Rex. And basically this is an AK-47 with a big old dinosaur on it. And also the mag has part of the jaw too. So it's the thing I like the most about the skin is the fact that you literally rip its jaw off when you reload and then you add another jaw. So that's definitely just some really cool attention to detail. This is such a cool design. This is so cool. All right, next up we have the Glock 18 Brain. And this actually kind of reminds me a little bit of the USPS Cortex because that's pretty much a brain. But this is a Glock equivalent version. And basically, as you can see, it doesn't get scratched up, but it gets a little bit darker. So if you want to get like an old, dark, decrepit like zombie brain, you just got to get a battle scarred one. It also has some like green ooze. Pretty sure brains don't have green ooze, but you know what? Whatever. I don't think they're trying to make this super realistic by going for a brain-themed weapon skin. Next up, though, we have the Dualies Shards. And these pretty much, there's only a couple screenshots of them, but they look really cool. They kind of look like, I don't know, like it just kind of looks like somebody just threw random paint at the wall. This looks like an avant-garde kind of like art project where someone just took a bunch of like neon themed paint and just threw it at a ball, or threw it at the wall, or just threw it into space. This is what happens when you throw paint into space. It just kind of floats around and creates designs like this. Totally, right? I am a rocket scientist, bro. I'm a rocket engineer. I'm a scientist, dude. Little known fact, I used to work for NASA back in the day. You know, I was the guy who created the spaceship. Yep. Not a joke at all. This is a cool skin though, regardless. Next up, we have the M4A4, not the BioWar. Not the BioWar, it's the plus BioWar. I think it's just the M44 BioWar. And this actually reminds me a little bit of the Hyper Beast, just like the virus that we checked out earlier, but to more of an extent, to a higher extent. And it doesn't just remind me of the Hyper Beast, it also kind of reminds me a little bit of Borderlands. Yeah, no, this skin was literally created by the same guy. Well, it was a collaboration, I guess, but it was created by the same guy who created the Hyper Beast. So I feel like this might actually make it into the game at some point. Now, will it come out in the next case? Probably not. I think this would definitely be a really cool addition to the game because it's something a little bit different. It's something new. It's super colorful and it looks like cartoony and I don't know. It's basically just a new M4A4 Hyper Beast essentially with a completely different design. Next up, we have the Glock 18 Tiger Face, and this is more of a simple skin than anything. It's basically just a tiger themed Glock. Like, it's nothing too crazy. It's not like a really cool over the top design. It's nice and simple, and you know, it is what it is. It's a Glock with some tiger stripes on it. And then the final skin we're going to be checking out is the Glock 18 Aim Blast. And basically, personally, I think this is a little too cartoony to actually make it into the game. But there's this person over here shooting some guns on a gun. So it's like super meta. What if there was like, what if on this gun right here, what if there was someone else like shooting their gun? So it's like a gun within a gun within a gun. Like, it's like, dude, it's like Gunception, dude. No, but seriously, I think this is kind of a cool Glock design, but I mean, it is a little over the top. Like, it looks a little too cartoonish and a little too childish to actually make it into the game. But I mean, I still think it looks kind of cool and I would love to see this in the game. I don't know. What do you guys think? And guys, let me know your thoughts on any of the skins we checked out today. Which skins do you think are going to make it into the game? Which ones do you think have no chance? I actually have showcased skins that have made it into the game before, like the Apotheris. I actually checked out the Apotheris way before they added it to the game. And yeah, it was kind of cool. So there is a chance that some of these skins might be able to make it into the game in future cases, but it's just a matter of time. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment on the video, share the video with all your friends, spread the word. So, you know, since I only upload 1 to 2 videos a week, you guys sharing the channel and helping grow the community definitely helps a lot. So if you could do that, that would mean the world to me. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon too to get notified every time I upload. Like, now I'm starting to take a more kind of quality over quantity approach. Now, because of the YouTube algorithm, that might backfire. And I'm going to try to make the best videos I can 2 times a week and stream 5 days a week as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want another video in this series, because if you guys liked it, I'll definitely do another one. And just overall, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Come to the Twitch stream because I'm live right now. And I guess thank you guys so much for watching. It's Turbo, and I'm out. Peace.